passed out a lot of other quotations. Russell's gone around, so does everybody have their quotation? Okay. All right. I'm going to read the first one. There's little numbers. I'm going to ask to go around and read them in the order that they were passed out. This is a quote from the Dalai Lama when he won the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1989. Just a brief couple of paragraphs from his lecture. Because responsibility does not only lie with the leaders of our country or with those that have been appointed or elected to do a particular job. It lies with each of us individually. Peace, for example, starts within each one of us. When we have inner peace, we can be at peace with those around us. When our community is in a state of peace, it can share that peace with neighboring communities, and so on. When we feel love and kindness toward others, it not only makes others feel loved and cared for, but it helps us also to develop inner happiness and peace. And there are ways in which we can consciously work to develop feelings of love and kindness. For some of us, the most effective way to do so is through religious practice. For others, it may be non-religious practice. What is important is that we each make a sincere effort to take our responsibility for each other and for the natural environment we live in seriously. So there's another connection between peaceful and Earth Day, I think. So the other quotes that I passed out, could you read the quote first and then say who it was that gave the quote? So try to speak loudly if you can. So number 2, who has the number 2 quote?
I'm Mel. One day, we must come to see that peace is not merely a distant goal we seek, but that it is a means by which we arrive at that goal. We must pursue peaceful ends through peaceful means. Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I like to believe that people in the long run are going to do more to promote peace than government. Indeed, I think that people want peace so much that one of these days, government had better to get out of the way and let them have it. Interesting, white ice.
Number 4.
I'm Bernard. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Union Marine.
Oh, thank you.
All right, who has number 5?
There never was a good war or a bad peace. Benjamin Franklin.
Number 6.
Establishing lasting peace is the work of education. All politics can do is keep us out of war, by Maria Montaigne.
Number 7.
Peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be attained through understanding. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Great. Number 8.
When you make peace with yourself, you make peace with the world. Mahagasananda.
Number 9.
There can be no vulnerability without risk. There can be no community without vulnerability. There can be no peace and ultimately no life without community. M. Scott Peck.
Number 10 we're up to? Yeah, okay.
The next Buddha will not take the form of an individual. The next Buddha may take the form of a community practicing understanding and loving kindness, a community practicing mindful living. This may be the most important thing we can do for the survival of the earth. Thich Nhat Hanh is the author.
And the last one, I think, number 11.
Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
So who was that?
John Lennon.
It's amazing the diversity of people, but the similarity of the message, I think, that comes across is really powerful. So that's kind of the we gave a little bit more time to English than we're going to get to the other languages. But I'd like to next have a representation of peace in Spanish. So Scott and
prevalezca en la tierra.
We would just recite the words from the song that Community Church sang every service. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth.
Que haya paz en la tierra
Let it begin with me.
y que empiece conmigo.
Let there be peace on earth.
Que haya paz en la tierra,
The peace that was meant to be.
la paz que debe de haber.
Father,
Con Dios como
brothers, all are we.
hermanos somos todos.
Let me walk with my brother
Déjame caminar con mi hermano
in perfect harmony.
en armonía perfecta.
Let peace begin with me.
Que la paz comience conmigo.
Let this be the moment now.
Que sea el momento ahora.
With every step I take,
Con cada camino que yo coja,
let this be my solemn vow.
que este sea
To take each moment
coger todo momento
and live each moment
y vivir todo momento
in peace eternally.
en paz eternamente.
Let there be peace on earth,
Que haya paz en la tierra
and let it begin with me.
y que comience conmigo.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
The next one, which will go with a little difficulty, is, are there any Russian speakers in the audience? No. And I'll do my best to see 4 Russian right now. So, da будет mir лучшему вопросом миру. So I mentioned that the word mir is the same for peace and earth. And yeah, so I think that's just that's powerful in itself. We don't have any particular Russian quotations or poems. That's what it looks like in Russian. And if we think that looks foreign, we can try to read this one. I don't even know how to go about pronouncing that in Arabic. But I think, is Michael? Yeah, I think. Just say a little bit about who Rumi is and say just a little bit about the song that we're going to.
Sure.